Hi, this is Rob at the Newport Boat Show. We're doing our Friends of Boatal series where we do our highlights and spotlights of the friends that we've met along the way at the boat show this weekend. So yeah, we're here at the Newport Boat Show doing our Friends of Boatal series, and I'm here with Forrest Anderson, who is our
How you doing this morning,
one
Rob?
of my favorite yacht brokers here at the Newport Boat Show. He works with Staten Island Knots. How's it going, Forrest?
It is wonderful. It's a beautiful day here at the Newport Boat Show. We've had a very successful and busy week so far at the boat show, so we always love coming to Newport.
Absolutely.
And look at this weather we've had this weekend.
I know, it's absolutely perfect. What's one of your most exciting things that you've seen really at the boat show this year?
Technology is always a big thing to see what different companies are kind of doing the innovative next step with technology involving boats. They're starting to see AI brought into the boating world.
Yeah.
You're starting to really see an abundance of these cameras, the 360-degree cameras. The Garmin has theirs, Simrad and Raymarine have theirs.
Absolutely.
The surround view on the Garmin is unbelievable.
Some of the new things that are coming to market, you have like Starlink and all that. What are your thoughts on some of that stuff?
Well, unless you want to get away, it is a very good thing. It is so easy to be connected anywhere in the world today. Thank you, Elon. But it is truly one of those gifts that it's hard to appreciate until you're out there 60 miles. I do a lot of north-south trips for my clients where I'll take their boat from, let's say, Newport, Rhode Island down to Fort Lauderdale. And once upon a time, there was a couple of days in there where you were off Cape Hatteras or whatever, and you didn't have cell phone service. So
very true. Keeping
your girlfriend or significant other happy was a little bit more difficult, now made easier with technology.
Just got to get those actually have conversations. That happens. It's things that should be happening, right?
Sometimes, I mean, just in a case of an emergency, I have literally experienced firsthand where Starlink quite literally saved somebody's life because they were able to receive a phone call 45 miles offshore.
Absolutely.
And then get on a flight and go take care of their significant other. So
there you go.
Not just cool to go on YouTube and watch your Friends of Boatal series, but also to in case of an emergency.
Sounds good. Absolutely. Very important, of course.
Right. Not that we
want
to happen, but it is a boat, and there are a lot of variables while boating.
Definitely.
So it can come up.
Speaking of boating and just kind of we'll say favorites. If you had to pick out any boat that you really like,
come on, Rob, you can't do this to me.
It doesn't have to be an absolute. It could be anything. What would you say is one of your favorite boats?
So
something that you would say you would take out now.
Well, I love a Princess. Princess for me, I know I'm biased because we carry Princess, but this S80 Princess that I just delivered is stunning.
All right.
From head to toe, bow to stern, this boat is top tier. Now, what's kind of funny is one of my prior favorite boats was the previous model of this, which is an S78 Princess. Okay. So the S78 became the S80, and what I loved about the S78, there was a couple of the galley aft, the way the helm was set up. They took the things that they did right on the S78, brought it over to the S80, and the few that are out there on the water, I am sure would attest to what a stunning masterpiece that boat is.
Oh, hopefully, maybe in Florida at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show, which we will be at, and maybe be able to see one.
We can certainly at least get you on a Princess. I can't promise that there will be an S80 there, but we will definitely get you on. We need to be in France right now at the Cannes Yachting Festival, Rob. Come on.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Increase this budget, and we'll do that on an S80 next year.
For sure. I mean, just speaking of we'll say local boating, right? There's always hundreds of areas you can go. But when it comes to here, kind of what's your favorite area to be boating around in the local area?
So if we're specifically talking about Newport, I love running up underneath the bridge and just taking your time, nothing fast. You don't have to be hammered down or anything like that. But if you do want a little bit of adventure, depending on the boat, I guess is how I should have answered this question. If I was on a center console, something that we carry that can rip, let's go get some mudslides over in Block Island.
That's it.
check out the marinas over there.
Yep.
However, up here there is a lot of beautiful boating, especially right now as we go into that early fall boating season. You can still get the warm weather while watching the nature work its magic and work in the art form ways that it does, and the leaves changing colors. That is one of my favorite ways to go boating. I go up the Hudson River a lot during the fall, September, early October boating.
There you go.
Fantastic.
It's funny because we have a lot of, we'll say the New Yorkers or whatever you want to call it, or the people from upper New England that used to try to come down here to see the colors and all that kind of stuff. So it's a pros and cons type of thing for the locals.
It probably starts off with the boat show when we're all in town messing up the local traffic, but it brings business, and that's one of the really nice parts about boat shows. Is it does bring so much to the local economy. You talk about the restaurants and the hotels that are not very easy to get into, especially if you're taking a large group. And why not come with the whole family to the boat show? There's something for everybody here. And
there really is. I mean, the boat show has been obviously a continuous growth. You see a lot of new things and not a lot of new players that are coming to fruition at this point, including us. So we wanted to make sure that we are expressing that as much as possible, and we're making sure that we're getting out here with you as well. And actually, to wrap up, just my final question for you.
Okay. Really quick, to your point, so there are a lot of new businesses and stuff that are coming here to really put their name out there, and we gotta respect you and Boatal here getting to the boat show and getting your name out there. But there are a ton of, like us, we've been around since 1964, and we continue to kind of lead in innovation in the brands that we represent, the manufacturers, and the partnerships that we build. So as much as there are lots of new players to look out for, there are also friendly, familiar faces that are always comforting at a boat show, especially if you have that relationship like we do here, Rob.
Exactly. And if you had to sum it up in one word, what does boating mean to you?
To me, boating means life.
There you go.
That is my one word. It has been an intricate part of my life. Some of my best memories are on the water as a kid, whether that be crabbing on the Chesapeake Bay and waking up early and smelling chicken necks and eel bags and clam bags and but also the fun side where I get to help create a whole new world for somebody like you and your family who gets to experience boating, but then maybe we take it to the next level. And that life that you open up on the water, I think life is my one word to describe boating.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you coming through, sitting down with us for a few minutes as one of our friends of Boatal. Thank you again for us.
My pleasure, Rob. Best of luck to you, and thank you guys for tuning in.
Absolutely. Thank you again. We'll have more series like this very soon. Thank you.